you almost get her where she is like, she's dealing with the drama that happened. And there was even one part in the movie where they're saying that, like, what Sienna's probably the killer because there was no clown ever found, and she would be probably put in prison for life if it wasn't for her brother Jonathan that testified for her defense. And so, like, there's that narrative that Art's not even real and Sienna's the actual killer. Jonathan helped, testified with her so that, she wouldn't get, all those murder charges on her. So, like, there's these bits and parts of the story being thrown at us, but we never get a conclusion to it. Well, we never get to know if that's really what happened. You're missing a lot of the film. And with it being it's got to be a two-parter. I mean, they're saying they're making part 4. So obviously, what we missed in this one's got to be thrown in it. And be honest with you, when it finally ended, I was like, this isn't the ending. Like, and it ended and the fucking credits come up. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, really? And like, it went by fast because at first I was like, okay, it's a lot of like him butchering, a lot of blood, a lot of gore, a lot of practical effects, which is awesome, and a little bits of the story thrown in there. But by the time we get to the end of the story, you're waiting for like, okay, what's, we're gonna have this big conclusions, which we do, but we're missing Jonathan. And then, okay, what happens to Gabby? So Veronica is sitting there talking while Sienna and the mom is like blocked, they're got their hands tied behind their back. They always wanted to do something about opening up presents, and there's that present in the front in between them two. What they're gonna kill the mom. They're like, you get to open your present first. And like, so they open up their present in front of her, and it's like this skull, and there's rats all in it, right? And so they're like, it's Gabby, it's your daughter. And she's like, no. And they're all both crying. No, you know what? They killed the kid off screen and like put her, like ripped her face off and put her skull in this little cage with rats around it. Okay. And maybe not. And then they were like, so Art has this glass tube, like, think of something like this, but something that you can probably put in your mouth. And it's a glass fucking tube. He fucking jams it in the mom's fucking mouth, dude. And he has this fucking mallet, dude, his hammer. And he starts fucking hitting it. And it's slowly going in. And blood's just dripping everywhere. And then he grabs the rat. And he puts the rat down the glass tube to make the rat go down the throat. But the rat doesn't want to go there. But Art pulls out the blowtorch and he starts blowtorching the end of the fucking the glass tube, and so the rats go in. So they put like 2 rats in, and you can see the rat crawling down the throat, and it's like trying to dig their way out of the throat. Freaking gross as hell. And then like Art fucking grabs the throat and like rips it open, I believe, and then the rats fall out of the throat. They land on the floor and they're still alive, and then they shake off the blood like a dog does when it's wet. Fucking gross. So obviously the mom's dead, and then they're like, that's not Gabby. And then they pull out Jonathan's glasses and they put the glasses over that skeleton head that freaking it was in the box, and they're like, it was Jonathan. She's like, no. And so like, what, they killed Jonathan off screen? They killed Gabby? Like, are they just pulling a fast one over on us? So Sienna fucking was able, they're like, okay, now you're gonna die, but you get to open a present first. So they're like, oh, this is when, so they pull out Gabby. Gabby comes back out because they had her like tied up somewhere. And so now Gabby's right there, and they're gonna like, fuck, they're gonna kill the little girl. They're gonna kill Sienna. What the fuck is going on? This is absolutely crazy.